Have you ever stopped to wonder what truly makes us happy? It's a question as old as time, yet the answer seems to be as varied as the individuals pondering it. Some say wealth, some say love, and others, a simple cup of chai on a rainy day. The truth is, happiness is highly subjective, but what if science could shed some light on this universal quest? Today, we're going to explore the fascinating realm of scientific research on happiness. Dive deep into the science behind happiness, and you might discover some surprising facts. Scientists have been digging into the roots of happiness for years. Their shovels, metaphorically speaking, are the tools of psychology, sociology, and neuroscience. Their findings have been as fascinating as they are diverse. Over the years, countless studies have sought to untangle the complex relationship between happiness and success. Traditionally, we've believed that wealth and achievement lead to happiness, but research has flipped this notion on its head. It turns out happiness doesn't depend on how many zeros are in your bank account or how high you've climbed on the corporate ladder. Instead, it's the intangible aspects of life that hold the key to true happiness. Relationships, experiences, and mindset, these are the real gold mines. Studies have shown that individuals who prioritize meaningful relationships and experiences over material possessions tend to report higher levels of happiness. Then there's the role of genes and environment in our happiness. Believe it or not, our genes can influence up to 50% of the variation in our personal happiness. But that leaves another 50% up for grabs. Our environment and the choices we make can significantly shape our happiness. One of the most exciting developments in recent years is the rise of positive psychology. This branch of psychology has shifted the focus from what's wrong with people, like mental illness and negative behaviors, to what's right with them. It's all about promoting strengths, virtues, and positive emotions. Positive psychology encourages us to savor life's joys, cultivate gratitude, and foster positive relationships. In essence, science has shown us that happiness isn't a destination you arrive at once you've amassed a certain amount of wealth or success. It's a journey that's shaped by our relationships, our experiences, and our mindset. It's about nurturing our strengths and fostering positivity in our lives. It seems that happiness is less about materialistic possessions and more about our outlook on life and the quality of our relationships. So, if happiness isn't about wealth or success, what is it about? Well, let's turn our attention to a fascinating theory proposed by researchers, often referred to as the happiness formula. This formula, as simple as H equals S plus C plus V, is a remarkable tool to understand the components of happiness. Here, H stands for happiness. It's the feeling we're all chasing, the emotion we're discussing. But what about the other components? S signifies set range. This represents our baseline level of happiness, which is largely determined by our genetics. It's the happiness level we naturally revert to, our emotional home base. It's like the thermostat setting in our emotional climate control. Next, we have C, which stands for circumstances. This includes our living conditions, our health, our financial situation, essentially the external factors around us. They do influence our happiness, but not as much as we often think they do. Finally, V stands for voluntary control. This is where the power lies in our hands. It's all about our behaviors, actions, and attitudes. It includes our ability to cultivate gratitude, maintain relationships, and our capacity to cope with adversity. This formula demonstrates that happiness is not just a single entity, but a combination of our set range of happiness, our circumstances, and most importantly, our voluntary actions and attitudes. Understanding this formula can help us focus on the things that truly contribute to our happiness. So, what have we learned about happiness today? We've discovered that happiness isn't a destination but a journey. It's not about what we have, but rather how we perceive the world around us, how we nurture our relationships, and how we learn from our experiences. We've learned that happiness is deeply personal and subjective, defying a one-size-fits-all definition. We've also explored the science of happiness. We've dived into the happiness formula, which isn't a magic equation, but a framework to understand the factors that contribute to our sense of well-being. This formula underscores the importance of our mindset, our relationships, and our experiences in shaping our happiness. Remember, Material possessions may bring momentary joy, but they are not the secret to lasting happiness. Our happiness lies within us, in our attitudes, in our connections, and in our experiences. While there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer to happiness, understanding the science behind it can lead us on the right path.